Women can't go to singles events to meet men. Black women can't meet men at random restaurants and bars. So like, where the hell else can they meet men?
Just a pretty black woman. I wanted to tell you that. And he kept reiterating that. I said, even though I'm black, like I told him that.
We made the effort this time. I went up to 2 people. There's nothing really that stood out, but it's like, maybe I'm just not their type.
So why you be cheating on me?
Who be cheating?
It's all fun and games until he's uninterested, unreachable, and unavailable.
What I'm gonna say is, if you look at a man and he tells you his type is only snow bunnies, 90% of the time he's a very happy man.
Let me get this straight. Black women can't use dating apps to meet men. Black women can't go to singles events to meet men. Black women can't meet men at random restaurants and bars. So like, where the hell else can they meet men? I've heard people say like, join running clubs, join different types of fitness clubs, so on and so forth. But also black women are not allowed to approach men. It just seems like no matter what black women do in terms of dating, they're always at a disadvantage. They're always doing something wrong. They're always not getting something right. And it just feels like a never-ending cycle of being told of what you can't do because of X, Y, and Z reasons. And that is very, very daunting and exhausting to deal with, because everybody is going to find something wrong with what you do. But yet, if you stay home and just mind your business and never put yourself out there, it's going to be your fault that you are not partnered because you don't leave your house and put yourself out there. But when you do leave your house, everywhere you go is wrong.
Women, we like to be the one that got done wrong.
Everything you do is wrong. So like, what the hell is the truth? Because if you can't go to Bella Noche's, where the hell else could you go?
Hey guys, I want to quickly chime in on this crush club situation. I've now seen 3 videos from different black women saying that when they go to crush club, most of the black men there are not checking for black women. I think at this point we already know that that's the case for a lot of black men, especially in areas where it's considered more white, and crush club is a mostly white event. So I even considered going, but I was like, let me wait a little bit to see what the consensus is. And so now that we're getting multiple videos from black women saying, hey, this is not the space for us, I want to talk about this whole preference thing, because cool, have your preference, but what we're not going to do is sit here and act like that preference is not rooted in anti-blackness. It almost always is rooted in anti-blackness. If your ideology is that you are not attracted to anybody with black skin and you are a black person, that means that you don't think blackness is attractive. So that means that you don't find yourself attractive. As someone who grew up in a majority white area and was around black men who wouldn't even give the black women in the area the time of day, they couldn't even have a platonic conversation. They couldn't be kind. They wouldn't even dare hold the door open for you in case that the white women that they dated would see them being kind to black women.
I wonder why.
They wouldn't even risk that. That is definitely anti-blackness, and there's something wrong. That is not normal behavior. Both of these situations happened years ago. But for one, there was this guy, he was a black man, and he used to be very close with my little brother. He was kind of like a mentor to my little brother. He was an athlete and everything. This man would never give any black woman the time of day. Even though he was very, very close with my little brother, he would barely acknowledge me, and we'd be in the same space all the time. The times that he would acknowledge me, it would be so surface level and so like he had a wall up, because the anti-blackness goes so far that they don't feel like they should even be kind to black women. So all these years go by of him treating me as if I wasn't in the room. One day I run into him downtown around like 2:30 or 3 in the morning. The clubs had closed. I drove downtown, and so after I left my friends, I was walking to my car, and it's a few blocks away from the area that we were at. So it was just a really weird coincidence. He happened to be crossing the street as I was crossing the street, and we bump into each other. He's like, hey, Gonya, I haven't seen you in forever. Like, how are you? We're doing surface level talk. I'm like, I'm doing really good. How are you? So then he's like, I've always really wanted to tell you this. I just wanted to say that I think you're one of the most beautiful black women that I've ever met. And like, even though you're black, you're so pretty. Like, you're just a pretty black woman. I wanted to tell you that. And he kept reiterating that even though I was black, or in spite of me being black, that I was beautiful. And I was like, I said, even though I'm black, like I told him that to his face. And was like, well, I don't mean it like that. I don't mean it like that. So we parted ways. The next day, I sent him a long message on Instagram because I wanted to let him know that saying a black woman is beautiful in spite of her blackness is not a compliment. So I basically explained to him that him saying I was pretty or beautiful for a black woman was offensive. I explained to him, and he basically sent me like 3 paragraphs back saying he didn't mean it like that. Instead of just like accepting or acknowledging what I said, he basically danced around the issue saying like, that's not what I meant. The second guy, this was a few summers ago. I meet this guy, he was Nigerian, he was new to the States within like 8 to 10 years. That's pretty new because he was still like getting accustomed to American culture. I met him here in Houston and he lived in Austin. So he was a tech guy. He had a really, really good tech job.
I gotta cut her off for a second because it sounds like the guy kind of liked you. It sounds like he was maybe trying to shoot a shot, but you know what it probably was? He felt like if it ain't snowing, I ain't going.
Snow, bunny heaven.
That's what she struggled with. That's how a lot of guys feel, and I totally understand. And the reason why he probably said that is because of the attitude. He saw that you were somewhat feminine, and he was complimenting you like that. But from the reaction now, all bets are off, I'm sure. Like you showed your nigga card. Like, oh no, I'm black. You're not gonna tell me because I'm black, I'm beautiful. Look, he made a mistake. Stop taking everything to heart. She liked the guy. That's why she feels this way. Let me see what else she says.
I made a lot of money, and whenever we started like seeing each other, we probably dated for that whole summer. Whenever we started seeing each other, I would either go to Austin for a weekend or he would come here, and we would just do that back and forth, back and forth. It started off really good at first, and I didn't really notice any anti-blackness, but things would slowly start creeping up, like him asking me to do my hair a certain way, or one time he asked me if I could relax his hair, and the example that he showed me was Chris Brown from the Heat music video. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but basically Chris Brown's hair is like bone straight in that video. And he was like, do you think you could get my hair like this? Like showing me the picture on his phone. And I was just like, absolutely not, because he had the most coarse end of the spectrum hair that you could have. And I was just like, that's not going to work for your hair. So little things like that. When I finally met his friend group for the first time, not a single person of color in his entire friend group. And then, so after we stopped talking at the end of that summer, he ended up dating an Asian girl, and now he's dating a blonde white girl. But it's just like little things like that. Like they will either try to change you because they feel like they're settling with you, or it was just like be blatantly anti-black to the point where they can't even have regular conversation with you. Like one of the women said when they posted their video, they said that he couldn't even be kind to me. So yeah, we're not gonna act like this whole preference thing is just a preference. It's anti-blackness.
No, my man, it is somewhat. Because he feels like if it ain't snowing, I ain't going. Straight up. He hangs around a white crowd, probably Spanish guys. He wanted his hair like that. It is bad for his hair. I learned that. Like I didn't realize I needed to wear a bonnet until now. My hair was breaking because it was dry. I didn't know that. Like when you have hair like mine, I have the same type of hair like hers. You gotta wear a bonnet every day, crease it every day. I wasn't greasing my hair. I was just letting it stay dry. And my hair was breaking. A lot of guys who don't bald, they may feel like their hair is breaking, or they may feel like they're balding. A lot of times it's because you need to moisturize your hair and put that cap on. She's right. He's not supposed to do all of that, but how he feels, if it ain't snowing, he's not going. Let's continue.
Crush Club, what can I say? I gave it another try last night. I went to that whole event that they have at Austin's backyard or whatever it is. It's the same, not the same feedback, but I just feel there was no difference for me. I mean, the only difference is I actually made the effort this time. I went up to two people, cool, quick conversations, nothing really that stood out. But it's like, still, maybe, I don't know if it's the crowd that's there. Maybe I'm just not their type. I don't know. But the fact that not one person came up to me, and hey, I'm not saying like I'm hot, whatever, blah blah blah, but it's like it gets to a point where you gotta like sit back and reflect and think like, what am I giving off, or what are other people lacking? Because I'm confused as a man. You're going to this event. Why are you just standing in the corner? Like, what do you expect to happen? Like, I'm just confused. I don't get it. Like, if your true intention is to find a person there, because I don't know, as a woman, that's what I'm there for. Why are you not making more of an effort? Like, why are you not actively approaching people, actively having conversations? And my thing is, the amount of beautiful women that were there last night, they had the pick of the litter. Because I don't. And also, it's just like the energy you feel in the room. Like, I don't know, as a black woman, the energy does not feel reciprocated, if that makes sense. I don't know. It makes sense in my head. But yeah, it's either I must be intimidating, ugly, or yeah, I don't know what. And I know it's not ugly. Let me say that. But I'm probably, like me and my friend said, we're probably not gonna go back because it's just not giving what needed to be gave. Moral of the story is, who gonna be the boys? But also, like, going to these things, I like have to like kind of think like, I don't have a type necessarily, but as a black woman, I think it's hard to find events or people that are attracted to you, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't think that's a place for us. I don't know.
Man, what's going on? The black men are finally attending the singles events, and you have three ladies who can't get talked to by the black men that are there. I think men have spoken. Men have said, if it ain't snowing, I'm not going. But also, men are saying other things too, because a man responded under these comments. Take a look at this. Take a look what he said. He said, I'll tell you why we aren't actively going up to people, because the crowd is fierce. I went the first time, went up to two ladies, and they ignored me and walked off. So kind of makes us feel like this ain't our crowd. Woo! You see what's going on? Now, you didn't do that, but this is happening at the events. Ladies are still acting entitled. This is a problem. Men are speaking. Men are telling you why they're not approaching you. This is a problem. This is happening at dating events. Men feel like it makes no sense. And also, what a lot of you are bumping into, men are feeling, if it ain't snow, I'm not going. Let's continue.
When I say we gotta love ourselves more, fellas, this is exactly what I mean. Few discretion's advised.
Must be my man.
Tell me how you be cheating on me.
Who be cheating? I'm not a cheater.
You cheat on me with a nigga that be at the corner store all the time.
The corner store is
Yeah.
crazy.
Who's gonna hug you like that?
The corner store.
Yeah. And then that NFL player, and then the nigga that's in the play basketball, he ain't even make the NBA, he overseas in the D League.
That happened to me before. I can't lie.
Damn.
See?
He just texted you today. He said, "Good morning, beautiful."
Yeah. Yeah. He going through
just
it.
listed like 3 or 4 different men that she cheat on him with. How are you laying comfortably on that woman? Are you having a wonderful evening with her on the beach, y'all in the sand, wind blowing in your hair, she caressing you, and you know she getting her back blown out by 4 different niggas, and one of them be at the corner store. That's the worst. Jesus Christ. But explain yourself. I just want to know, how could you be with a woman like this knowing she don't respect you? She didn't even really try to deny it. She's a corner store. And then when you started going down the list of niggas, when the status of the men started going up, she just got quiet and let me let him talk his shit, because it's true. It's true. She wore it like a badge of honor, believe it or not. And to add insult to injury, she tried to gaslight you and say that's some old. You said, no, it ain't old. That nigga sent you a message this morning talking about good morning, beautiful. She didn't even deny it. Fellas, we gotta love ourselves more. There's no cat worth this kind of pain. There's no cat worth this kind of stress. None. Hey, but for what it's worth though, this shit is kind of funny, and I'm gonna tell you why. The way she disregarded the nigga at the corner store is actually really. She didn't say shit about the other niggas, but the nigga at the corner store, she had a, hey, whoa, the nigga at the corner store, like, bro, don't try me like that, bro. It's no different from a situation where someone is insulting you, right? And they're like, oh, hey, you ugly, you can't dress, you don't get no girls, and you broke. You're like, I'm broke. What you talking about? Notice how that person will hyperfixate themselves on that one thing they don't believe to be true. That's exactly what she did for the nigga at the corner store, bro. He don't deserve that, bro. Hey, well, one thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. Never stoop this low to be with a woman. Yep. Let's get back serious. So they can stop playing with us. It's better to be alone than be with a woman like this. And I know some of y'all niggas are not gonna listen to shit I just said because I'm just a normal guy. Yeah, keep the change.
Yeah. It's time to be men. Seriously. Like, you see what the guy said, why he's not approaching. Now, you understand guys feel that way, especially with ladies of this color, darker usually. You see what just happened with her? They feel this is okay. She's the go-to guy. She's the guy I can go to when these other guys are not around, right? He's the nice guy. Those guys are the jerks. Man, why are you standing around, brother? Run very fast. Immediately. Get out of there ASAP. Watch this. It's not just the nice guys. Watch this.
If you love somebody enough, you could see past a lot of shit. You can. You can work past it. You feel what I'm saying? But then when you got a lot of people in your ear,
the homeboy,
like, you know, like,
man, the shop. I know you ain't gonna put up with that. They be gassing yo. Man, the shop I know. That's tough. Man, I've been knowing, man. I know you 40 years.
That's tough. That's tough for sure. That's definitely tough. Cause it's like, as a man, like, you know, we possessive as well. It's like, that's mine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is mine. So, like, even if your girl might have stepped out on you or did certain, it's like, you really deep down don't want to see her with nobody else. You feel me? Like, you don't want to see her with nobody else. But your pride might let you, like, all right, bet you lose her. And you might really live your whole life in regret. Like, damn, this the one I let get away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done seen that shit happen a lot of times. Like, with my uncles, like, people in my family, I done seen that happen a lot. You feel what I'm saying? And I think my mom and dad, like, lasted and been together 30, 40 years because no matter what, my daddy was not letting my mama leave. I done seen my mama try to leave my daddy a couple times. He like, nah. He wouldn't let her go.
They took that death do apart.
He wouldn't let her go. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I know for my mama done tried to leave my daddy at least 3-4 times.
Right. That's Code Shannon to get $50 in line.
Only white women. One thing I notice is they're very happy guys, you know. They're the happiest guys I've ever seen, innit? It's just an observation I want to make. I'm not going to comment on it. I'm not going to create some inference or some correlation that doesn't exist. All I'm going to say is if you look at a man and he tells you his type is only snow bunnies, 90% of the time, he's a very happy man.
Men leave after women cheat. You have not had enough life experiences. Now, this do not have nothing to do with me. I would think, oh, he's only staying with her because he's about to dog her out. He's about to get his kid back. He's about to act a fool. He's about to hurt her feelings and yada, 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 yada. Nope, absolutely not. they get to acting right. I've seen it with my own two eyes. I've seen a woman cheat, get caught, and the men start acting right after that, because then they realize, like, oh, people do want her. Oh, right, she can't scoop. You know what I'm saying?
That's not what is going through guys' brains when they end up forgiving a girl who cheats on them. I'll explain what's happening. This girl makes a video talking about how most of her girlfriends that she knows who, cheated on their boyfriends, and the boyfriend found out, they, might talk all this game about what they would do if their girl cheats on them, but then what they actually do is quite the opposite. She basically implies that the guy ends up getting his act together because he realizes, my girl can pull. This is the logic she has. Let me explain something. This is not mutually exclusive to guys, okay? This is something men and women both do. They talk a big game on social media of what they would do in situations, but then when it happens, they don't follow it. Because a lot of women also forgive their man when they get caught cheating as well. And a lot of men will forgive their woman. But you want to know what's going through a guy's brain? He forgives a girl after he catches her cheating. What's going through his brain is a lot of these people have absolutely no respect for themselves. A lot of these men know that they don't have an insane amount of options out there. So they run themselves through a little mental test. They go, how many options do I really have, that I can be picky right now? A lot of guys know deep down that this is probably their one shot for the next 2 years of finding a girl willing to sleep with them. And in general, you got to keep in mind that obviously I would assume you're in love with this person who you just caught them cheating, and you're trying to convince yourself that no, she didn't do it. She didn't do it because she's a terrible person and she's a liar. She did it because it was my fault. It was my fault. She says in the beginning of the video, like, oh, you think this guy has an evil plan. Like maybe he's going to get his get back at her, but no. It's like, with all due respect, I mean, I don't deny that I'm sure a lot of these guys.
To me, it sounds like Stockholm Syndrome. Straight up. Usually it happens with abuse, but also with cheating. Save yourself, man.
Probably don't do that. But you have no clue on whether or not this dude is secretly probably sleeping with other girls on the side and just doesn't have any guilt anymore because he caught his girlfriend doing it. Or, like I said, these guys don't have a lot of options a lot of the time. So what happens is maybe right now he's not, but I guarantee you the moment he has an opportunity to be with another girl, he's going to remember, oh yeah, she cheated on me like a year ago. Who cares? Because I can assure you that most guys who have plenty of options, you're not going to see Chris Hemsworth catch his girlfriend cheating and then be like, I should give her another chance. You're going to see John, who works at Home Depot and has only been with 1 or 2 women his whole entire life, and that's fine. Because like I said, this applies to men and women. The amount of girls, the amount of guys who come on this app and they're like, you know what I would do in that situation? I wouldn't let her talk to me like that. I would never let him do that to me. And those are the same people sending absolute paragraphs to the guy or girl that won't give them the time of day. We took the average male who, let's say, has been in a relationship with this metaphorical woman for 10 plus years and then catches her cheating. He's gained a bunch of weight. He hasn't probably seen a woman besides her in the last 11 years. You really think this dude is that delusional? He's like, oh, I'm just going to go out there and I'll find a girl just like her. No, he knows deep down that it's going to be quite a while. So he's either going to have to pick between having some self-respect and being alone for the next 3 years or, just pretending like he doesn't believe it and, being back with her. I can assure you the reason that it is not is that a guy sees his girl get with another guy and goes, damn, I didn't know she could pull like that. Bro, we all know you guys can get laid. No male has ever denied that a girl can easily get laid. Our whole entire point is that we don't think guys would want to stay after they sleep with you. So no, that is probably not why the guy is acting right afterwards. It's because he knows that he doesn't have a lot of options. But hey, what do you think?
And doing him wrong is all fun and games until he's uninterested, unreachable, and unavailable. Some of y'all think you can put a man's heart on emotional layaway. You can drop a few sweet words, act like you're invested, then leave him hanging while you keep shopping around. And you know what? That might work for a while. He may keep giving, he may keep showing up, he may keep forgiving. But what you don't realize is that every time you ignore his calls, every time you dismiss him, and every time you label his honesty as a weakness, you're not just hurting that man. You're teaching him. You're teaching him that his love, his loyalty, and his protection doesn't matter here. And brick by brick, you're building up his disgust until one day, the only thing he feels for you is distance. And you know what? When that house of disgust is finished, he moves out. Suddenly, that man who used to bend over backwards to make you happy won't even flinch when you cry. Suddenly, those arms that used to hold you tight becomes hands that don't even reach for you. Listen, all those long talks and deep laughs that you used to share, they're just memories that sting because you played with a man who only ever wanted to love you right. And anytime you take that good man for granted, you're teaching him how to live without you. And sister, don't be surprised when he perfects the art of living without you. Don't be surprised when he moves on and never looks back.
You work, you have money. Why can we not do 50-50? We're going on a date almost every week. I'm having to spend so much money. I can hardly save anything. I can hardly go out with the boys. It's ridiculous. All my money is going straight back to you, but all your money gets saved.
She did you a favor.
I wasn't raised to go 50-50 with a man.
You know, we're in a different society now, right? It's a whole different generation.
Yeah.
It's not about how you were raised. It's about how things are now. Ask around. Everybody is doing 50-50. Okay? Women work now, just like at home. I'm also doing the chores, right? It's all split now. It's just about respect.
But I also cook for you.
I never asked you to cook for me.
Well, you don't know how to cook.
Yeah, so what? I can order food.
I don't think we should go 50-50.
Ridiculous.
Wow. And you see what she did? She put him on the internet. And he has no idea. It's not like one of those skits people do when they have the phone in the guy's face. No. He has no idea. This is a low down dirty shame. Shame. This I just thought about the movie just now. Just a low down dirty shame. Ooh, that's her. But my man, I'll tell you this, because I believe she left him. Right? She put this on the internet because she left him. She's an Asian girl, she's an Asian American girl, right? Because you go over to Asia, girls are not like this. And plus, you go over there, you don't need him to go 50-50. Things are so cheap. Seriously, like guys might as well just leave and date out. That's the best bet for any guy. But like I said, what one won't do, another one will, right? I said that.
It's honestly so important who you pick as a partner because life is not always going to be lifing and life is not always going to be roses and sunshine. Sometimes hard things do come and you're going to need all the support you can get from your partner. And if you don't have that, it's going to be 100% harder because in my situation, I left my job because it was affecting me mentally and physically, and I got to do that because my partner's willing to support me for at least 2-3 weeks, a month,
yes,
until I find a decent, good job.
That's
you know
what it's about.
Like it's always balance. I feel like relationships always need to be 50-50. One day I can, one day you can. One day you can, I'm gonna have to take it on my back and deal with it, you know what I mean? And that's okay. Being in a relationship is never 100 from one person. I always say a relationship has to be 50-50.
Yes, it does.
I have a problem with what women are saying. Like, you guys didn't tell me the actual truth. You said 50-50 is bad. I'm seeing a lot of videos about, oh, women are like, don't come near me with 50-50. I don't like this 50-50 mentality. Oh, you like a guy, but he does 50-50. That's a 10 out of 10. Automatically turn to a 0 out of 10. That's a red flag. 50-50 is not for me. I don't understand. What is your problem with 50-50? Like, let's actually talk, because I love 50-50. I want 50-50. I personally don't look at the hair and everything and think I'm low maintenance. I'm actually very high maintenance, but I love 50-50. Do you know why I love 50-50? Because it's equal. I need me a 50-50 relationship, please, God. Because on the first date, we split the bill. Second date, we split the bill. We get into the relationship. You don't have to ask. I don't have to ask. Anybody can ask because it's 50-50 responsibility, right? We're in the relationship. You know, if we, you know, we're doing anything, buying anything, going on any holiday together, we split it 50-50. You know, we get married, we split the bill 50-50. In any time during that dating, relationship, marriage period, I should not be the only one doing hair. As I do hair, you're doing hair as well. 50-50. I must not be the only one doing period. As I'm doing period this month, next month is your turn to do period. Hey, 50-50. When it is time to have children, you want to born 4, you want to born 2, you want to born 3, you are the leader, right? 50-50. I must see you get pregnant. I'll follow you to scan and see the baby grow in your womb. 50-50. You must born that child through your own genitals. 50-50. Then, when you give birth to that child and one bone shifts out of place, that's never shifting back into place in your life again, your eye becomes, one eye is blurry, your teeth is shaking, your front hair never grows back, and your bone just used to get electric shock in the morning for no reason. By the time you experience that, breastfeed that child for like 1 year, 50-50. Then by the time you do that, I'll be like, yeah, now it's my turn, 50-50. All the while, if I do chores today, tomorrow is your turn. I will not lift a finger. If I cook anything today and I serve it today, tomorrow is your turn. You must cook and serve me. Don't lift a finger. No problem. When it comes to the bills, we share it equally. When it comes to money, we spend equally. 50-50. When it now comes to raising those children, if I do drop off today, you must do drop off tomorrow. Or we have it week by week, like a timetable. This week is my week. I am doing the preparing the children, waking up early, taking the children to school, dropping them off, you know, parents' evening, parents' meeting, doing homework, bring them. Next week, I'm not raising a finger. Don't even treat me as if I have a child. It's your turn. 50-50. And I'm doing it week by week basis so that somebody will not just be sitting down there and I'm doing all the work and say, after all, I was there too. Let it be equal. Equal. 50-50. Come on. 50-50 for a friend. Ask the audience. That's what's up.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.